Right, we've just set off from Caversham, just up there. You can just about see it now in the distance. That's where we've set off from, in Caversham. There's a converted lifeboat there, I hadn't noticed that before. On a boat that's currently called Ivan, owned by my good friend who's about to retire in 4 weeks, Mr. Stephen Taylor, who you can see at the helm there. So yeah, this is the Thames. Absolutely gorgeous day as well for it. Just lovely. So yeah, we're sort of heading through sort of the outskirts of Reading. Caversham Lock will be the first lock that we encounter. We're doing about 7 days. 7 days, a couple of days on the Thames, and then the Oxford Union Canal. I think there's only 3 locks to do today, but there's 71 locks in total over the 7 days, so average 10 a day. So this is the River Thames. Not much flow here, but we are going against the flow of the river. We'll have a few more updates later on. I'll just do a little walk through the boat as well, actually, while I'm here. So yeah, this is a tug style. So you can see, come inside, it's a tug style by virtue of having this big foredeck at the front. Underneath there is the water tank, and then yeah, come inside. Kitchen on the left and right, diesel heater. Oh, we're coming up to a lock. I'll give you a little tour later. Caversham Lock. So yeah, so here we are, just waiting. Somebody coming through the lock the other way now towards us. In fact, there's another one behind them. So I think there'll be a few boats coming through towards us this way, the weir or whatever it is there, and then we're just basically queuing up to go through now. I didn't realise it was literally just around the corner from where we just set off from. So yeah, a nice big boat behind us. I'll do the tour a bit later. Right, we're through the first lock, Caversham Lock. 2 of us. That's a great big boat behind there, a wide beam. That one fitted in as well. And here, well, it's Reading. Bridge here. I don't know what the name of the bridge is. Another little lifeboat there. These lifeboats, there was one on George Clark. One of these lifeboats was on George Clark once. I suspect that they became more popular after one was on George Clark's Amazing Spaces. This thing, I think they call these Tajiks. What a lovely little boat that is. What a beauty. And what a scruffy little one that one is. And what a nice narrowboat that one is. And what a nice wide beam that one is. There's another lifeboat over there, look. They're everywhere. Solar panels, flexible solar panels draped over it. There's somebody probably living in there, would be my guess, because there's so many solar panels on there. Yeah. How lovely. I'm not quite sure which way we go, whether we go right or left, so yeah, I'll come back. Yeah. Every time I do a little clip, it saves it as a separate file on the phone. What I try and do, and this is they're gonna hear this on the video now, so I probably will put it on YouTube. I just glue them all together. Once I've finished, so I just try and do a series of little clips and then just glue them all together. People spend hours and hours editing video. All I do is take a few random clips, glue them all together and then post it. Sorry? With on the laptop.
Is it what? Is it software?
Yeah, with a program. Yeah. See, they're going a lot faster than we are. I'm not saying we should be going as fast as they are, but you know, I think that gentleman there is speeding. He's going about twice as fast as we are. He is going about twice as fast as we are, he is. Slowly wins the race, isn't it? I'm going to enjoy steering the boat for a little bit now and switch the video off. Another bridge coming up. Yeah, so this boat is 52 feet long, tug style, so there's basically a traditional stern, which means basically enough room for one person to stand at the back and steer, as opposed to cruiser stern, which apparently, you know, there's a more sociable area, 2 or 3 people can stand around there and sit, and the deck at the front is about maybe 10 feet or so. So 52 feet makes the inside space about 40 feet long. I'm fairly sure that you're supposed to aim for the middle of the bridge. Always drive on the right, so you can aim for the middle of the bridge. Very well to do round here. Concentrate, David, concentrate. When there's a boat in front of you, it's always tempting to follow them, but they're not necessarily doing the right thing. So you shouldn't really just do something because you see somebody else doing it. Because who's to say that they're getting it right? Things a little bit more flow against us here, actually. So yeah, I think we'll be out into the countryside fairly soon. I don't know what that rower... I'm going to make it obvious to that rower, making an obvious, very obvious change of course, so that rower knows what I'm doing. He knows exactly what I'm doing now. Boom. Look at that little sunken boat over there. Right. Stop for a bit. Yeah, it's all getting a bit more countrified now. At some point I'll shut up talking and just give you a bit of let's have a little look through the boat then. So coming inside, and looking back, so the engine and the central heating, the engine's down there, central heating boiler's down there, usual electrics, cupboards. This section here folds down and makes a double bed. All of this, and then a shower cubicle here, little sitting area there. So yeah, there's a double bed that's sort of, is in this section here, with those folded down. Little bathroom, blue, sink, and then here we are in the kitchen again. Yeah, about 40 feet of internal space this has, and then this is a bed settee double, and that thing there, that area there, you can convert that to a double as well. So conceivably you could have 6 people sleeping here. Not that you would, but yeah, the boat's about 5 years old and has had very, very little use. This is a drip feed diesel heater, which is a very nice thing to have. And then there are radiators as well that run off diesel. It's a very nice boat. Look at this. I mean, I don't know how much a house like that costs. 10 million? I don't know, who knows? Look at this. And then on the other side it's sort of park. I'm a canal boating YouTube channel, one of the many canal boat YouTubing channels. There's too many of all of them now. Too many sailing channels, too many motorbike review channels, too many sailing channels, too much, just too much, and I'm just adding to it. Look at that concentration. On a day like today, well, so today we're doing I don't know if I've said this already, but today we're doing about 6 hours. I came from Brighton to Reading this morning. My friend Stephen came from London. So yeah, we've planned a slightly shorter day today of about 6 hours, and then we've got 6 days at about 8 hours a day. So I mean, we will go whatever the weather. It just so happens it's such a beautiful day today, but because we've got to deliver the boat to the marina where he's keeping it, yeah, I mean, if it was pouring with rain we'd still be going. And I think we've got some coolish weather, coolish overcast with some rain days coming up as well. So yeah, we will still be going whatever the weather. We're getting out into the countryside proper now, a little bit more. I'll get my little camping chair out and set it up on the foredeck here before very long. And the scene, you can see down there, those boats down there, they're literally just tied off to some trees on the non-mooring side. Literally just tied off to some trees. I think you can just buy a boat, and as long as you've got a permit, maybe, I don't know even if they've got permits or what. Well, they're literally just tied off to some trees and you know, living quietly there. What's not to like about that? I don't know what these are, but and these little islands in the middle. presumably you can go either islands in the stream. Dolly Parton would love it here, wouldn't she? Kenny Rogers could go one side and Dolly could go the other. And obviously, I think, well, obviously that's sort of running by the railway line. Interesting, people have got little bits of land by the river with little sheds on, and little home-built jetties or whatever you call them. Little houses. Still running along the same path as the railway line, or the railway line's running along the same path as the river, I should say. There we are, look. Right, action station soon, lock number 2 coming up. Somebody just going in there. Last one fitted ourselves and quite a large wide beam in. That one isn't very big, so I'd imagine, hopefully they'll just wait for us to go in there as well. don't think anybody's behind us.
Might be able to go straight in, Dan.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, you waving us in?
Yeah, the lock keepers, lock operators, whatever you call them, he gave some sort of signal then. I don't know whether he's intending for us to go in or not. I better put the phone down anyway, we'll see, won't we? Right, we've just come through lock number 2. Little one going into the lock that we've just come out of there, in the distance. Maple Durham Estate overnight mooring. As ever, motorboaters keen to get on, keen to overtake. Yeah, so we've just gone up by about 10 feet or something. Right out into the countryside now. Lovely. Yeah, so I think we're about halfway now. We've been through 2 locks. Surprised how big the river is actually. It's I don't know why, I wasn't expecting it to be quite this big. But anyway, are you looking where you're going? I thought he wasn't looking where he was going then, coming quite close to that boat, but there we are. So we are, I think, about halfway. Day 1, 2 locks down, 2 to go. And I think we're going to just stop for lunch somewhere rather than have lunch on the go. We're just going to moor somewhere for lunch, and then do another few hours and then stop for the night. I'll show you my chair, camping chair. Boom, how about that? Lovely spot to sit. It's practically deserted now, isn't it? I mean, literally in the middle of the countryside now. How long have we been going? About 3.5, 4 hours? Obviously, well clear of Reading anyway, and it literally is deserted now. But you still get graffiti. No, I think the engine will give you hot water.
Okay.
There's a calorifier, so you'll get hot water when the engine's running, or you can get it from the boiler, from the diesel heater. Another itinerant liveaboard there. Dozens of plant pots on the roof of that boat. It's not going anywhere. Gap Boat Club. So we're at Goring Gap. I was wondering where we were. Right, fourth lock of the day, Goring Lock. We're in. Blimey, this is a fast one. We're inside the lock. As you can see, engine switched off, and they've all been manned, or personed I should say, so we haven't had to do anything really other than just pass them a line. I don't know what this would be like doing this on your own without any staff. Frankly, I think a bit more practice will be required before I would attempt that, but the staff are very, very friendly. Yeah, lovely. Very decorative brickwork. Look at that. I mean, they wouldn't do that these days, would they? Right, this is the end of day one. Then we've been going about 6 hours. Wallingford. All the moorings were full, so we've just sort of tied up here onto a tree and onto another tree at the front. And there's other boats doing the same thing, so I don't think we're doing anything naughty. Who cares if we are doing anything naughty anyway? Another tree, and this is where we are for the night. What a lovely little spot.